Welcome back to Allie's Space to Craft, and today I made the fastest card I've ever made because I had cut apart. This is in my little collection of scraps that I put together to make cards during my cruise, and I just am going to trim up this little cut apart because I hadn't cut it perfectly. It had been sitting on my desk for quite a while. And it just says, "You're a peach." It's from a peach themed paper pad, but the papers I'm using aren't from the paper pad. I pulled out different scraps for it. So there's this really pretty green that is, I believe it was Stampin' Up, and then a peachy cardstock that I thought might be the perfect pairing of papers. So this cut apart is perfectly sized for an A2 card. It doesn't give you a lot of room for other stuff. So here I'm just going to take my Cricut trimmer, my larger trimmer, because I didn't think my personal trimmer doesn't go out past 5 inches. So I'm not sure what I'm doing here, messing around with my trimmer. I couldn't get the little lever arm out. So I'm just going to clean up this edge and cut it. And I think I'm cutting this a full 1/2 inch smaller than the card base. So the card base is 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I'm cutting this because it will be the second mat. So you can see that's a good size. I wanted it pretty big. I wanted lots of that pretty green to show because it's a real pretty pattern. So this I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch smaller than the A2 card, so 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And this whole video is real time, so that you can see just how quickly this card came together. And if I had had a plan before I started, I probably could have done it faster. One thing that you could do, of course, I had limited tools with me, so if you wanted to enhance this, maybe go the next level, you could have used A2 dies to cut the 2 layers with a fancy edge or embossing or something like that. I did not have those here with me because I only have my Scout and it would be too wide to fit in the Scout. So I'm doing simple cuts, but if you wanted to do the same kind of simple card, you could enhance it a little bit by doing the mats using any special dies that you had. I decided to look here and see if I wanted to add another layer of maybe glitter paper, and I decided I didn't need it. There is some glitter on the flowers, but it's like clear glitter on the white and the peach. So I didn't think it needed. I decided against adding the glitter paper. And here I'm going to just use some fun foam sheets that I brought with me. And that's going to be a fast way to pop that up. And that's the only layer that I'm going to pop up. And I did decide to add a little bit of glue even to the sticky side. Sometimes these fun foams, it's not super sticky on there. So I just added a tiny bit of glue on there. And if you notice, I had also used a little ticket corner cutter to give a little interest to that cut apart. And then here I'm just adding a little glue. So really nothing fancy, but it does come out as just a really cute and effective card that you can use for a birthday or a thank you or just a hello for a friend. So a versatile card, and the only sentiment on there is you're a peach. And then you can take another stamp set and stamp on the inside when you decide what you're going to use it for, if you like, or just use it as a note card. So here I didn't quite get it on straight. I was glad I had a moment from the liquid glue. I use art glitter glue, which doesn't have a long drying time. It is pretty, you have to be pretty quick, but you can make some adjustments. All right, so that's the base card, and then I decided to check my little bag of Nuvo drops to see what I brought with me. I didn't bring all of them, but I think I might have the right one. And this is kind of a coppery rose gold or coppery gold, and I just tested it out on that green piece of paper to see if I liked the color, and it's perfect. Kind of a peachy pearl. So I thought that would be great on here. A peachy stickles would look real cute too, because that would bring in some of the glitter. But this is what I had with me. So I just do 3 dots down here and 2 at the top. And this card is done and dusted in under, well, I think it was 7 minutes and 33 seconds was the original total time, beginning to end. So really happy to make a cute card in such a short time. So please come back for more content. Thanks a lot.